Good afternoon. It's really lovely to see you all here. I know some of you traveled very far, so thanks in particular for those who have joined us from abroad. It's going to be a short meeting, but I hope it's sparking something that, a conversation that will be continued over months and years, possibly. So let me introduce myself. I'm Ulrike Tillmann. I'm the director of the institute here. I'm going to take a few minutes to introduce the institute, what we're doing, and then I will also come to more details on the meeting itself and introduce, in some sense, the meeting. So some of you, I'm sure, are familiar that we are. This is not working. Interesting. Let's try. That works. Okay. So the institute here is mainly a visitor institute. We have long-term programs, thematic programs of 1, 4, and 6 months. At the moment, there are 2 programs here, one in causal inference and one on geometric spectral theory. And they sometimes talk to each other, but otherwise have their own groups. The breadth of the institute is very, very broad, and in the States it would be several institutions covering the same topics, whether it's applied, whether it's statistics, some AI, but also very much pure and fundamental mathematics. So we get about 3,000 visitors a year, roughly a third from the UK, a third from continental Europe, and a third from the broader world, a lot from North America, of course. We try to be as open as possible, and that's why the speakers have been asked whether they're happy to record. First of all, we have an open door policy, so anybody who just comes in, happy to have them for a day or so. We live screen, everything is screened right now on the web. There's a button. If you are anywhere in the world, you can just press that button and you can see what's happening in this room. There are some 10,000 lectures or more actually recorded, and they are available on YouTube, and more are now going to be connected to the ZBMass as well. So one way of finding them. So let me move on. We are a little bit more than just a research institute where we have these programs. We consider ourselves very much also part of the national UK infrastructure and try to, whatever is here, also spread into the community. In particular, the talks elsewhere means that our visitors, we pay for them actually to give seminars somewhere else. So if you're interested in inviting somebody, please do. We have these retreats where we invite people to come for a week to the institute here, just for, we give accommodation and offices, and you can even invite some of your collaborators, international collaborators. The next deadline is 5th of May. Networks, there's some 55 networks that we have sponsored and supported, probably over 1,000 and more researchers. And of course, we still have support for Ukrainian visitors who can come and visit any of the UK departments. Okay, so what are the, as a national institute, we are particularly recently have been looking at knowledge exchange. The KE Hub, for example, came out of that. The Newton Gateway is looking after our own knowledge exchange. Communications of mathematics, I see Marianne there from PLOS Magazine, we have a collaboration with them. Communication of mathematics is more and more important. It's an aspect we try to support. Training of graduate students, EDI, those are very much on our mind and supports us. Okay, right now, some of you might have seen, I just want to advertise, we have an art exhibition going on. That, of course, is also an aspect of an institute we can do, support the arts, to make the connection with the mathematics. The art might enhance our communication of mathematics. And Mila Kibble in the back has actually curated this particular exhibition. It's came out of an art competition, which itself came out of one of our programs a year and a half ago. So have a look around. We are supported, of course, funding comes from the EPSRC for our programs, but of course buildings and other things come from Cambridge. And I also like to acknowledge the Science Foundation, the Heilbronn Institute, the CMI, Clay Institutes, the London Maths Society, and indeed some of our programs also get funding from the NSF. Okay, so let me come then to more this particular meeting. Just about a year ago, we got a call from the EPSRC whether we didn't want to do something in A for science. And we said, yes, we can do that. We have a lot of scientists, and indeed, we got a grant to effectively look at our programs and see whether either AI can be imported or exported. In other words, you have seen the two programs right now. One is already very much in the AI space, so we are looking there whether the expertise can go into other science areas, while on the geometric spectrum theory side, we are looking, can AI help the mathematics? So it's sort of AI for science and AI for math. Now, this particular workshop is outside of the series that connects to the programs, and we really wanted to have a specific program just for AI for math. There have been some before, but we also wanted to look at open science, and today in particular, we concentrate really on representatives on open science, and we will have several representatives of open science organizations talk, and then discussion afterwards. And I hope everybody here feels free to join in that discussion. Because it's a community that is relatively how shall I say this, not used to meet necessarily, so a lot of people will not know each other. We also thought a few flash talks would be very helpful. So at the reception, we will have drinks and then come with our drinks here and hear from some more participants, especially some younger ones, to introduce themselves. But also some aspects that we couldn't any longer fit into the schedule that came up very recently. So then tomorrow we start off with AI for science and discussions there, and we'll have a discussion, a panel discussion in the afternoon, where we try to discuss really how AI will change mathematics per se, in a way. And I'll be very, I'm looking very much forward to that. Ursula Martin will be sharing, and we have several math or science philosophers here who will help us with that discussion, and also a historian. For a little bit more entertainment, afterwards we go to the Wren Library in Trinity, and we'll have dinner, conference dinner there. And then on Wednesday we will have some more talks, which are both in the AI for maths and also the open science space. So with that, I just want to thank in particular, she's not here, Alison Ulrike has been very patient, especially with me, getting this conference together. And I'd like to thank the EPSRC, of course, but also Google DeepMind for sponsoring us. Okay, unless there are questions, I'd like to then now pass over to the first speaker. Thank you, Mark. Oh, sorry, I should introduce actually first Christopher Sorger, who is going to be the chair of the next session, mathematician from Nantes. Thank you.